Introductions to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the UFC Apex in Las Vegas for UFC Fight Night. Poirier versus Hooker. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in a UFC special catchweight bout contested at 150 pounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a striker holding a professional record, 22 wins, 9 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 149 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Yakima, Washington, Julian Juicy J. Erosa. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, an undefeated mixed martial artist holding a perfect professional record, 7 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 2 and 1/2 inches tall, weighing in at 149 pounds. Fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Sean the Sniper Woodson. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Keith Peterson.
The no-nonsense Keith Peterson, our referee. Brooklyn Wren getting us started for round 1. Looked like Buffer wanted that Woodson fist bump instead of the other way around. So I think Buffer's buying into the Sean Woodson hype. Woodson's had a hard time getting a fight, says 3 guys turned him down. Makes his second UFC appearance. Now this fight clock is brought to you by Modelo. Woodson's in black, Erosa retreating in blue.
Sorry about that, John. Woodson coming out straight away with a slick 1-2. And you can just see how loose he is in his movements. Very fluid, you know what I mean? Constantly throwing misdirection. Yeah, he's a tough man to deal with.
Why I like Erosa for this, he's got good head movement. He's good at being defensive with his movement. The only thing is, if you're too defensive with Woodson, he's going to add up the combinations on you, so you got to get moving quick if you're Erosa.
Well, that's a good idea for Erosa. He threw a nice, heavy inside leg kick there. Wants to throw more of those. That's going to stop the movement, you know, with the boxing background. Has he put in the time and the effort to read the leg kicks, to defend against the leg kicks? Because if you throw it enough, he's not going to be able to move.
Nice combination from Woodson there. He's the biggest betting favorite on the fight card tonight.
I mean, his striking is getting so much better, too, with the kicks, with the knees. You're seeing things add up, and he's timing different things, giving different looks, and his hands are looking extra quick and extra long tonight with that jab.
You know, Erosa, when he was on his prior UFC run, he was a little confident. He would have his hands down low. So I wonder what he's learned. You know, here he is again in the UFC. He's got to make the most of it and got to make some adjustments. And certainly against a guy like Woodson that has this caliber of striking. But look, it only takes one. And Erosa so far is holding his own.
Woodson went 46-3 as an amateur boxer. A really bad car accident prevented him from turning pro, and eventually ended up at Matt Hughes' hit squad, living in the dorms after high school, and got that MMA bug that so many of us get.
Yeah, well, as you said, John, he said he went there, and guys, little guys, were taking him down and choking him out, submitting him, and he was like, what is going on? He said, I don't want to be the best boxer. I want to be the best fighter, so that's why he dedicated himself to mixed martial arts.
That left hand of Woodson is getting super hidden, because you see he'll go conventional and use the jab, and then he switched to southpaw, and that left hand comes fiery and quick, and that's what he's got the power. There it is. Rosa's reading it, but the stance switch is what's throwing off the timing of that left hand so he can defend it.
Woodson met his chief corner, UFC fighter James Krause, at his Contender Series fight. That was July of 2019. And now he's his head coach. Second training camp under James Krause there in the Kansas City area. Ooh, beautiful jab from Woodson.
Yeah, that left hand is solid. Real good sticking jab. Puts a lot of pressure into it, sinks his feet into it, a lot of body weight.
And he's always using that left hand, notice. Now he'll use the left hand again. He'll throw the jab from conventional and then hide his left hand when he goes to southpaw. I mean, it's super fast how he throws it, too. You can't tell if it's a jab or a left straight.
And to the credit of Erosa, he's standing with the guy.
Oh,
you know?
he's tough.
Yeah, Woodson said, I guarantee I make a wrestler out of everybody. Well, so far, Erosa is happy to stand and trade, hasn't shot one single takedown. And whilst he is getting hit frequently, he's landing his own shots, landing some good leg kicks, and there is the first takedown attempt.
Part of the reason he hasn't had a lot of takedown attempts is the punch count of Woodson has been all long strikes. And look how far away he is when he touches Erosa. I mean, he's like a 2 foot away. It's so hard to shoot. You're telegraphing everything.
Yeah, 78-inch reach. He's like Dalsin from Street Fighter 2.
How about that? A nice knee to the body from Erosa, but hasn't really landed to the head yet.
Yeah.
Another left hand.
0 to the head. Oh.
Spinning back fist. Woodson seemed to see it coming, got the guard raised.
I mean, look how fast he's throwing that one, too. I mean, that left hand is just so fast and so powerful, too. I mean, he's getting heavier and heavier with it each time he lands. Erosa's got quite a chin. He's pressuring. He needs to keep this pressure right here, just like this, the whole fight. Because if you give Woodson space, he's going to keep teeing off on you.
Yeah, exactly. You got to minimize that reach advantage. And when you're chest to chest like this, up against the fence, doesn't matter how long your reach is. But then once again, he backs off and he allowed them back to the striking range. Whenever they're here, because of the speed, because of the technical ability, and of course because of the reach, Woodson's always going to have an advantage, and he's going to lead the dance. Erosa has to back him up. He has to close the distance, and in my opinion, look for a takedown.
Erosa nicely done to the body. He continues to try to close the distance here under 30 seconds and kept at bay by that Woodson jab.
20 seconds, bub. Short time, dude, short time. Hey, float that jab, float that jab, float that jab, float that jab up, float it up. Full hand on me.
Pretty good short uppercut from Erosa there.
Yeah, good timing on that one.
All right, round 2 coming up.
Go, get up there. You're supposed to beat them.
It's only one, coach.
I know. Hurry up, run. Keep the stool, you don't want it.
Nice job. Mixing it up on the outside. The leg kicks are working. Yes, sir. Look for that open stance.
And then when you land the jab, use the jab to go to something else. So like that half jab 32 or that 34, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So when you stick the jab hard, use that to go to something else, okay? Hey, big breath for me. Hey, you're looking really good, man. You're looking really good. Hey, I just want to stay off the kicks because I think he's going to try to grab me. Your boxing looks great.
Cool.
Okay, okay. Hey, one more, big breath. When you stick that jab, anytime you land something, use it next time, okay? If you land the 2, use the 2 to question mark. If you land the jab, use the jab to question mark, okay?
Yep.
Looks good, brother.
UFC Fight Island kicks off with a bang July 11th. UFC 251 features 3 championship bouts, including the welterweight headliner between Gilbert Burns and the champ Kamaru Usman. It's available on pay-per-view and can only be purchased through ESPN Plus. Hope to see many of you on July 11th.
I gotta say, Woodson was so calm between rounds. It looked like he was just having a stroll in the park, and of course his coach, James Krause, giving tremendous advice. You can see all the reps he's getting in as a coach are really paying off as well.
Krause said no kicks though, Mike, huh?
Yeah.
He's afraid that potentially Erosa can use one of those.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
He can catch it and take it down. I mean, to be honest, listen, Woodson was in control that entire round. Erosa was having some success, though. He was getting close to some takedowns. He landed some shots. So you can't get too complacent, and that's what Erosa needs to do.
Yeah, if Erosa could just keep the fight in this vicinity for the rest of the fight, he has a good chance. But if Woodson can do what he's done in that first round for the next 2 rounds, it's going to be a rough fight.
Nice little moment here for Erosa, landed the elbow and a follow-up right hand.
And there he is. Erosa's making the right adjustments, but that left hand of Woodson is just so fast.
Right's not bad either.
I tell you what, Erosa, man, he's so happy to stand there, eat shots and fire back, you know. He's a fun guy to watch.
Well, what's hard about fighting Woodson is this. You have to be willing to eat a few shots in order to pressure him back. And, you know, most of the time people haven't been able to do that with Woodson. Right now, we're seeing Erosa say, all right, I got to eat these, but I got to keep going forward. Otherwise, it's going to be worse in the end.
And Woodson is under pressure here, you know. Erosa is pressuring him against the fence. And, yeah, Erosa's eating shots, but he's landing shots as well. And you see, like, the body language, the facial language from Woodson has changed a little bit. Not quite as calm. He's under a lot of pressure, a lot of fire, and I'm expecting a takedown attempt any second.
All right, let's listen in to James Krause in the corner of one Sean Woodson.
Go ahead, get to the middle, please. Beautiful. Keep back on the jab, bub. You're landing the jab.
When he advances, go poke off that. Hey, I'm serious. That's landing, bro. Nice. Beautiful uppercut, Sean. Beautiful. Love it. Come up on one. Hey, swing an uppercut on one of those. Swing an uppercut on one of those. Beautiful. Nice. Body there, please.
One of the things you got to notice about Woodson, why he lands so much, I believe, is he doesn't load anything. Everything just kind of flows out there and throws. His shoulders don't lean back at all.
Yeah.
He just fires it, and it's hard to see when it's coming.
That's what a good boxing coach will always say as well. Don't look for the knockout. The knockout will find itself. Just let it go. Nice and relaxed. Pick your shots. Good combinations. Good technique.
I think what also hurt Woodson is if he could start firing those knees that we've seen in the past fight. He's not really letting those go, and it would be a huge weapon with the pressure that Erosa's firing at right now.
Julian just landed a big body shot.
Four times as many pro fights for Erosa, 32 versus 8.
And Erosa's really adjusted in this second round. You've got to give credit to him right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's pressuring so well, and he's doing all the right things.
I am so impressed with Julian right now. I mean, he took this fight on Wednesday.
Yeah, he looks
Wednesday
awesome.
night. Wednesday might have been sitting on the couch having a beer, and he's like, yeah, sure, I'll step in against a guy that has a ton of momentum, possibly a future contender. Yeah, sure. Give me the contract.
Ooh, nice body shot from Erosa. He admired his handiwork there for a second.
Yeah, you know, this is a close round, but you know, it seems that Erosa's slowly starting to take over.
Well, Erosa's definitely pressuring and trying to say, yo, your punches don't hurt. I'll sit here all day right now, and that's what he's trying to do. But Woodson, still defending, still firing, just getting up on the numbers as he can. That's what you got to do. Awesome fight. These guys are just forehead to forehead letting him rip.
Yeah, incredible fight. I'm sitting there with a big smile on my face.
Oh, that jab is just nasty.
Erosa hands lowered, attacks the body effectively there.
I love how Erosa's going to the body, like you said earlier, Mike. That's a great read, and I think he needs to keep attacking like that.
Yeah, he's going to go to the body because, you know, Woodson, he looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired as well. I mean, listen, they're fighting hard. There's no shame in being a little bit tired. I'd certainly be more than tired right now.
Well, that's the pressure, right, Mike? It's got to be being on the heels. Being long and being on the heels is exhausting.
Absolutely exhausting. They're on your case all the time. They don't give you a second to breathe.
Good stick by Woodson towards the end of the round. Round 3 coming up.
What a fight.
Dree, juice. Huh? No. Come on. Hey, look at me. Just settle down now.
You ready?
3. Give me 3.
With the punches?
Yeah. Go to the body. Hit the body. He's pressuring himself in the head.
Nice and relaxed.
Hey, Juice, listen to me. Keep this shit classy, you hear me?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, come on now. Get those hands up, outside work.
Right? When we're in range, I need good shield and good eyebrows,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay? Keep playing with them. Keep having fun with them.
Yeah.
The body is there. The leg kicks are there. The fucking spit-ins are there.
All right, let's bang this boy up now. Let's get on his body and on his legs. Hey, Juicy, if you get in the clinch, pull the head and move him.
Stay back from this one.
Well, some pretty ridiculous output from these two athletes through 10 minutes. You see a higher land percentage, certainly for Sean Woodson, but both guys have thrown nearly 200 total strikes through 10 minutes. Here we go, third and final round. Some pointed advice from Eddie Bracco and Casey Halstead to their pupil, Julian Erosa. They feel like this fight is there for the taking.
Oh, yeah, these guys are fighting at a tremendous pace. They're calling for the juice to get loose, and that's what he's trying to do here. But I'm telling you, this fight is incredible. Spinning back kick from the boxer.
Julian, push him back a little now. Let's not let him hit that leg.
Low attack from Erosa, clinch situation.
Counter Woodson, moving back. Big punches.
Erosa trying to welcome him into the grappling world. Woodson not having it.
I mean, look at that. Julian Erosa gets dropped, goes for a leg lock. Woodson backs off and he gets right up and pressures once again. I mean, come on. Julian Erosa, you got to respect what this man is doing.
Well, keeps himself ready. Both guys landed there. Big left from Erosa.
Nice counter hooks from Woodson right now. Erosa's just on him, knows if I don't stay in this pocket, it's going to be hard. He's eating them and just keeps walking through, keeps getting up and toughing it out.
Hey, by the way, Woodson looks incredible as well. It's just because Erosa got dropped that I was so impressed. Oh, this has been 15 minutes of this kind of action, non-stop.
And it's not just the output for Sean Woodson, the accuracy too, landing nearly 60%.
I think Woodson's starting to think, like, what do I got to hit this guy with? I need a 2x4 or something.
There's a takedown, can he get it?
Get up on that fence pretty quickly.
It's so hard to take down a really tall guy like that. But the pressure of Erosa is non-stop, as you were saying before, Dom. It doesn't allow Woodson a second to breathe. Of course, Woodson's throwing a lot of shots. He's landing more frequently. But as I say, Erosa just walks him down non-stop.
Yeah, he's just trying to crowd all his punches and stay in this clinch. Nice takedown by Erosa. This is what he needs. He needs to get some hooks in and try to control here.
Oh, there he goes.
Getting him away from the fence was a beautiful plan right there for Erosa as well. That way he can't use the fence to defend the takedown here.
He's got to make the most of it, though. He's got to get some hooks. He's trying to get a Darce choke. There it is. That's kind of locked in. He's going to drag him back down.
Oh, now that he dragged him down, it's not looking very good. This is it.
He's going to come onto his knees and turn it into a Darce choke.
That is locked in, ladies and gentlemen.
Woodson! Julian Erosa!
Wow, awesome finish. I mean, he just
100 dog!
cinched it up.
Woodson from the ranks of the unbeaten!
Unbelievable. From Wednesday night, not being in the UFC, to sit on the couch, signs a contract, steps in with this guy with all the hype, stands toe-to-toe for 13 minutes and finishes with a beautiful submission.
Dom, you talk a lot about experience. 30-second pro fight for Erosa. Once he got it to the ground, gets the sub.
Well, look at this. He locks it in, and once he gets it, see how he grabs his bicep there? He goes, okay, I got to drag him down now. And right here, he just makes the experienced call. He tucks in that left knee and sits, and once he sits, he knows he has it right here. He just starts cinching it up tighter and tighter. See how he grabs that other bottom leg of Woodson as well? That keeps Woodson from being able to circle away. Watch how he cinches it up here, turns. Now watch him hook that top leg, that bottom leg, excuse me, of Woodson. That's what really finishes the choke, so that Woodson can't circle away like a clock. It just keeps him stuck, and the choke gets cinched. Beautiful job by Erosa.